What if anime's biggest villain wasn't evil at all? What if he was just the only one willing to do the unthinkable? Eren Yeager didn't just break walls, he shattered every moral line we thought was untouchable. You cheered him on, then watched in horror, and somehow still understood. Because Attack on Titan doesn't just end with genocide, it forces you to root for it. Then it turns around, looks you dead in the eye, and whispers, "So, was it worth it?" This isn't just a story about titans. It's about trauma, freedom, and the terrifying price of peace. It's a psychological trap disguised as anime. And today, we're diving headfirst into how Attack on Titan turned the end of the world into a moral paradox. Buckle up, it's going to get uncomfortable. Let's be honest, Eren had us in the first half. He was a scrappy underdog, a kid who watched his mom get eaten and swore to take his freedom back with blood and fists. Classic anime hero stuff, right? But Attack on Titan was never just an action story. It's a moral mousetrap. It sets up your feelings, feeds them with hope, and then yanks the floor out from under you. Because by the time Eren finally can achieve freedom, it's no longer heroic. It's horrifying. His plan? Flatten the entire planet. Kill 80% of humanity just so his friends, the last of his people, can be free. You want to scream, "No, Eren, this isn't you!" But the worst part, it is him. And in some twisted way, you kind of get why. And that's the genius. This anime doesn't give you a villain to hate, it gives you a hero you can't defend. You don't watch this story. You survive it. To understand Eren's descent, you've got to zoom out. This story isn't just personal, it's historical, it's political, it's generational trauma with muscle-bound titans. Eldians were once the villains of the world. They used their titan powers to build an empire. Genocide, conquest, fear, you name it. But fast forward, and now they're the oppressed, hated, feared, trapped on a little island, brainwashed into forgetting the world outside even exists. Meanwhile, Marley, the new global superpower, keeps Eldians as second-class citizens, forces their kids to become child soldiers, turns their people into literal weapons, and feeds them a narrative that Eldians are devils who need to earn forgiveness by dying. It's racism, war, and propaganda in a blender. The Attack on Titan doesn't sugarcoat it. That's where Eren comes in. He's the byproduct of all this generational violence. He wants to stop the cycle, but he's also born from it. He's not evil, he's logical, and that's what makes him terrifying. Because in his eyes, the world gave him two options: die quietly or make the world fear him back. And here's the kicker. The anime doesn't tell you he's wrong, it just lets you sit there, sweating, as giant feet crush cities and your brain whispers, I mean, what else could he have done? Season 1 Eren punches titans, screams about freedom, wants justice. Final season Eren grows his hair out, stares into space like he's seen God, and initiates a global extinction event. So what happened? It wasn't a sudden flip, it was slow, painful erosion. Every season, Eren learned a horrible truth. The walls, lies. The titans, his people. The enemy, brainwashed kids just like him. His own government, corrupt. His destiny, pre-written. At some point, he snapped, but not into madness, into clarity. He didn't want freedom for everyone anymore. He wanted freedom for his people, even if it meant crushing everyone else. It's not the hero's arc. It's a victim turning into the villain because the world gave him no better path. It's the classic anime twist. The person who wanted peace the most ends up making war. And the most tragic part, Eren knows. He knows he's becoming a monster, cries about it. He apologizes in advance. He's not trying to justify himself, he just doesn't see another way. That's the paradox. He still believes he's saving people, but he's also guaranteeing their trauma. Can someone do the wrong thing for what they truly believe is the right reason? Attack on Titan doesn't give you a yes or no. It just shows you Eren's boots, marching across the world, and makes you wonder if you'd do the same. This is where things go from, wow, cool anime, to why am I sweating during a cartoon? Let's break it down with some classical ethical frameworks. Utilitarianism says, do the greatest good for the greatest number. Eren flips it. He says, I'll do the greatest evil to protect the few people I love. Deontology says, some actions are always wrong, no matter the result. Eren says, if it saves my people, I'll carry the weight of those sins myself. And then there's Nietzsche, who basically predicted Eren's character with this gem. He who fights monsters must take care not to become one. Eren fights monsters, becomes one, hopes someone will stop him before it's too late. In the show, it doesn't let you escape. It makes you sit in the moral discomfort. You're watching people die, innocents, children, and the worst part is, still understand Eren. You're not cheering, but you're not rooting against him either, because Attack on Titan isn't here to give you answers. It's here to trap you in the question, and viewers completely split. Some say Eren is a savior, others say he's a terrorist, but most agree he's not evil, he's just broken, and he's trying to fix the world with the only tool he has left: total destruction. Just like some of our most controversial real-world figures. Oppenheimer built the bomb to end the war. Stalin starved millions in the name of progress. Leaders through history have made horrific choices, believing they were necessary. And now, anime has its own version. His name is Eren Yeager. Okay, real talk. How did this anime make us root for mass murder? It's emotional manipulation, but the good kind, the genius kind. Eren doesn't become a genocidal maniac out of nowhere. He becomes you if you'd been betrayed, enslaved, and hunted your whole life. The show pulls you in with empathy. It makes you feel every betrayal Eren suffers, every choice he's denied, every friend he almost loses. So when he says, "I'll kill them all," your first instinct isn't horror, it's relief. Like, finally, someone's doing something. And then the bodies start piling up, and you feel gross. But you also get it. But also, ew. But also, is there even a better way? This is narrative trickery at its peak. There's no good guy. There's no perfect path. Just trauma and pain, and choices that hurt no matter what. Even Armin and Mikasa, Eren's best friends, struggle. Do they stop him? Forgive him? Kill him? And Reiner, the other broken warrior, is just a mirror image of Eren. No heroes, only survivors. Some with more blood on their hands than others. And that's the beauty of the writing. It's not about titans, it's about humans, and how we justify the worst crimes when they wear a face we love. The Rumbling. Let's talk about the Rumbling, aka the world-ending death march. It's not just a flex of Titan-sized power, it's a metaphor for fear, for history, or how nations justify genocide as defense. Eren isn't trying to win a war. He's trying to end all future wars, forever, by scaring the world into silence, or ash. And somehow, the show makes you sit with that horror, not as a shock value twist, but as a logical conclusion. It's not just disturbing, it's heartbreakingly human. Because when pushed far enough, the line between defense and destruction vanishes. So, was Eren a hero, a monster, or just a broken boy doing what he thought was right? Attack on Titan doesn't answer that. It hands you the mirror and says, you decide. And maybe that's the scariest part. It's not just his story, it's a reflection of us all. Let us know your take. Did Eren go too far, or was he the only one brave enough to act? Like, subscribe, and remember, freedom has a cost.